Hey, good morning. How are you doing? You're great. Whatever you do, you're great. I am saying that. A little surprised? Well, most of us, and this has been my experience as well, we look for external validation for whatever we do, whatever we say, or even sometimes whatever we think about. Be it at work, be it at home, we are looking for some kind of a validation. Someone to come up and say, "You've done great." Point is, if you don't get that validation, then what happens to you? Ever thought about it? If you don't get that little tick in the box, as we call it, then what happens to you? What happens to you if the people who you care about and you hold in high esteem don't come back to you with an input of appreciation that you've done great? Ever thought about it? And that's where the problem lies. Why do you need an external validation or a rubber stamp from somebody with a signature also saying that you've done great work or you're a great person? You're not confident? You don't know that you're good? You don't know that you have capabilities where you can dish out time and again very good outputs in thought, mind, and action? This very fact of looking for external validation is a killer. I have seen many people go down, it's like a spiral spin downwards, towards depression, they become a clinical case. Why do you need it? It's all about looking inward. It's all about looking inside yourself and accepting that there are certain things you are good at and there are certain things you have to work on if you want to become good at it. External validation and getting external validation all the time is something which I have never found fruitful or beneficial for my growth. Yes, for my growth. Because every individual is different. And every individual has to go through that discovery mode of understanding what they are all about. It takes a lifetime and sometimes more lifetimes to really get to know who you are and what you are. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about this little aspect of you all the time looking out for validation, whether it's from parents, siblings, lovers, bosses, peers, and the list goes on. Whenever and wherever there are human beings, we somehow tend to look for that, "Hey, you've done well." If it comes on its own, very good. Take it in your stride and move ahead. But if you stop in your steps, stop moving altogether and then look around, who's going to validate me? You're asking for trouble. Give this a thought. Do you really need people from outside telling you who you are and how you're doing? Can you not see it for yourself? Don't you have a conscience that guides you and tells you, "Look, it's not really satisfactory," or "It's damn good. I think you put the best you can. Now move on. The next task is waiting for you." Bottom line, it is your journey. You have come on this earth on your own and you're going to go on your own. There's going to be nobody around you to validate that. They don't have the power to do that because they themselves are going on a similar path. The question is, do you realize what is necessary for your growth? And in this case, you don't need external validation all the time. Your own validation is important. The honest validation is important. You are good or you are not so good. That's for you to answer to yourself. Keep smiling, keep discovering, keep reflecting. and you'll see how joyful this journey is going to be for you. And you can tick all the boxes you like or you don't like. Choice is yours. Give it a thought.